Welcome to today's news. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Here are the latest trending news stories from across the globe. Let's dive into today's top headlines. Trump refuses Harris's request for a second debate. Illinois police commissioner resigns amid nightclub probe. Ben and Jerry's launches Kamala Harris-inspired ice cream flavor. Biden, Harris, Trump, Vance appear together at 9/11 memorial ceremony in New York City. Biden and Harris pay respects at Pentagon on 9/11 anniversary. Memorial service held in the Bronx for 9/11 victims and survivors. Louisiana and southern states face flooding as Hurricane Francine passes through. Cardi B celebrates birth of third child following recent divorce filing. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado appeals for U.S. support amid crisis. Three kids among 7 family members shot dead as they watched TV in their home in South Africa. Paris Saint-Germain rejects $60.6 million payment order for Kylian Mbappe. And teen spinner Archie Vaughan's 11-wicket match leads Somerset to victory over Surrey. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. Former President Donald Trump announced he would not participate in another debate with Vice President Kamala Harris. This decision ended any possibility of a second debate before Election Day. Trump claimed he won the debate with Harris held on Tuesday, despite some polls indicating otherwise. He argued that significant issues like inflation and immigration were already covered in his previous debate with President Biden and this week's debate. Trump criticized Harris for skipping the Fox debate and refusing to join NBC and CBS debates. He urged Harris to focus on her past performance over the past 4 years, stating there would be no third debate. The vice president's campaign immediately called for another debate. However, Trump showed reluctance, suggesting he was not inclined to agree. Polls from CNN on Wednesday showed 63% of viewers believed Harris won the debate, while Trump's campaign cited some social media polls showing him faring better. Trump's campaign reported a slight bump in support, while Harris's lead grew in national polls. New York Police Commissioner Edward Caban resigned on Thursday, September 12, 2024, amid a federal investigation into the NYPD's nightclub enforcement. Caban, the city's first Latino police commissioner, had been appointed by Mayor Eric Adams in July 2023. The investigation is part of a broader probe into the Adams administration. In an email to the NYPD, Caban cited recent developments as a distraction from the department's work and his commitment to the safety of its officers. He expressed respect for the NYPD and stated that the department deserved a leader focused solely on its mission. Mayor Adams announced that Thomas Donlon would serve as the interim police commissioner. Donlon, a national security expert, previously led the FBI's National Threat Center and the FBI NYPD Joint Terrorist Task Force. Caban's resignation follows a federal raid on his phone and the homes of top Adams officials, including First Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright and Deputy Mayor Philip Banks III. Caban's twin brother, James, is also under investigation for possible corruption related to nightclub security. Caban's lawyers have stated that he is not a target of the investigation and will cooperate fully. Adams has not been accused of wrongdoing but has faced questions about related investigations. Ben & Jerry's co-founders Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield have unveiled a new ice cream flavor inspired by Vice President Kamala Harris. The flavor, named Kamala's Coconut Jubilee, is a coconut ice cream with caramel swirls and red, white, and blue star-shaped sprinkles. It was created in partnership with Move On, a political advocacy group. The ice cream will be promoted via a Scoop the Vote ice cream truck which will visit 20 battleground states. At each stop, free ice cream will be handed out, and attendees can enter a raffle to win a limited edition pin signed by Harris. The truck aims to engage voters and encourage them to plan their vote by November 5. Kamala's Coconut Jubilee is not sold under the Ben & Jerry's label but can only be tested at the ice cream truck. The flavor's name and design are inspired by a viral quote from Harris's May 10, 2023 speech, which referenced her mother's humorous saying about falling out of a coconut tree. President Joe Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, former President Donald Trump, and his running mate Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio gathered in New York City for a memorial honoring victims of the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks. They stood together during the ceremony, which also included Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, former New York mayors Michael Bloomberg and Rudy Giuliani. Giuliani was mayor at the time of the attacks, while Bloomberg was elected later in 2001. Before the ceremony, Harris and Trump, who had debated earlier that week, shook hands. Trump had been unsure if they would speak, but they remained civil during the event. Family members read aloud the names of the 2,983 victims of the attacks. Moments of silence were held at key times, including 8:46 a.m. when Flight 11 hit the North Tower and 9:03 a.m. when Flight 175 hit the South Tower. Biden, Harris, and Trump later traveled to Shanksville, Pennsylvania to honor the passengers of Flight 93. They participated in a wreath-laying ceremony and met with local firefighters. This news was reported by Mr. Tawfate Noor from 9/11 Memorial Service Center, New York. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. On the 23rd anniversary of 9/11, President Biden and Vice President Harris participated in a wreath-laying ceremony at the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia. They were joined by Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and Joint Chiefs of Staff Chair General Charles C.Q. Brown. On September 11, 2001, 5 Al-Qaeda hijackers took control of American Airlines Flight 77 and crashed the airliner into the western side of the Pentagon at 9:37 a.m. As a result, 64 people died who were in the plane, including the terrorists, as well as 125 in the Pentagon. The attack happened on the 60th anniversary of the start of the Pentagon's construction. This news was reported by Mr. Tawfate Noor from Pentagon, Virginia. On Wednesday, September 11, 2024, a memorial service was organized by the United Bronx Bangladesh community in remembrance of the victims of 9/11. The event took place at Triangle Bangla Bazaar, Parkchester, Bronx, New York. The chief guest was State Senator Natalia Fernandez. The program was hosted by attorney Rashid Majumdar and Mr. Shamim Mia, with coordinators Motasim Billah, Tushar, Islam Mamoon, Shamim Ahmed, and Samad Zakaria. The event began with a moment of silence in honor of the victims, followed by a collective recitation of the U.S. national anthem.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the United Bronx Bangladeshi community, I want to firstly thank all of you in the audience here today. We all know why we're here today. Today is one of the most impactful, historical, unfortunately, events that us New Yorkers have experienced in a long time. September 11th, 2001, I remember I was in first grade right here in PS 119. It was an event that struck New Yorkers right in the heart. And I know specifically as Muslim Americans, there was a lot of turmoil that affected us of the aftermath of those attacks. Initiative every year to make sure that Parkchester, Starling, Castle Hill, our community recognizes and mourns this loss every year. So to begin the event, we're going to start with, of course, a moment of silence, again commemorating those lost lives that we lost. So I'd like everyone to please join me in this moment of silence.
Prayers for the souls of the departed were led by Father David of St. Helena Church, Bronx, and a special prayer for world peace and the 9/11 victims was conducted by Imam Abul Qasim Yahya from Bangla Bazar Jami Masjid, Bronx. The 9/11 attacks, also known as 9/11, occurred on Tuesday, September 11, 2001. On that morning, Al-Qaeda executed 4 coordinated suicide attacks on the United States using hijacked airplanes. The attacks resulted in 2,997 deaths, over 6,000 injuries, and property and infrastructure damage estimated at approximately $10 billion. State Senator Natalia Fernandez, Assemblywoman from the Bronx, Bronx Borough President Vanessa Gibson, Community Board 9 Chairperson N. Majumdar, Khalilur Rahman, CEO of Khalil Food Foundation, Attorney Rashid Majumdar, Captain Blanco from Precinct 43, Lieutenant Yan from Precinct 43, Community Representative Lieutenant Bilaluddin, Professor Sanaullah, Kamaluddin, Hassan Ali, Qazi Rabiuz Zaman, Khairul Islam Nasir, Mia Muhammad Dawood, and Nur Alam Ziku were all present to deliver remarks on the significance of the day. Among those attending were Vijay Krishna Shaha, poet Sudhanshu Kumar Mantal, freedom fighters Abdul Salam Abdul Rauf, Jillur Rahman, and Liaquat Ali, along with Tawhidul Islam, Jamal Ahmed, Azizul Haq, Maqbul Mia, Lutfur Rahman, Jalal Shardar, Commissioner Manzoor Chakdar, Shah Alam, and others. The presence of the scout team from St. Helena School, Bronx, added to the vibrancy of the event. This news was reported by our correspondent, Qazi Rabiuz Zaman. Hurricane Francine slammed into Louisiana on Thursday, September 12, 2024, causing widespread flooding and damage from the Florida Panhandle to Memphis, Tennessee. The storm, which still had strong winds and heavy rain, prompted a flood watch for up to 14 million people. Forecasts predicted up to 10 inches of rain in parts of Alabama and Florida, with potential flash flooding in major southern cities, including Jackson, Birmingham, Memphis, and Atlanta. Mississippi Governor Ted Reeves urged residents to stay alert to weather updates. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry toured the hardest hit areas, while officials in New Orleans asked residents to conserve drinking water. No immediate reports of deaths or injuries were noted, but tornado watches were issued for Alabama and northern Florida. Over 50,000 customers were without power, and officials began damage assessments. In New Orleans, power outages and debris blocked streets. Good Samaritan Miles Crawford rescued a driver from a submerged truck. The storm also flooded neighborhoods, with 7.33 inches of rain recorded at New Orleans International Airport. Local officials rescued 26 people in Lafourche Parish from rising floodwaters. Cardi B, the 31-year-old rapper known for hits like WAP, has welcomed her third child. The news was shared on Instagram Thursday through photos of her with the newborn at the hospital. Cardi B announced the baby was born on Saturday, September 7, calling the infant the prettiest little thing. Cardi B had previously revealed her pregnancy last month with a balcony photo on Instagram. On the same day, it was confirmed she had filed for divorce from her husband, Offset. However, Offset appears in the new Instagram photos with Cardi B and their baby. Cardi B expressed gratitude on Instagram, saying the baby brought renewed strength and love into her life. Cardi B and Offset, who married in 2017, have had an on-again, off-again relationship. They have two other children, daughter Kulture, born in 2018, and son Wave, born in 2021. Cardi B had previously filed for divorce in 2020 but reconciled with Offset. Recently, Offset was seen at New York Fashion Week modeling just days after the baby's birth. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for global updates. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado told Senate Foreign Relations Chairman Ben Cardin that support from the United States serves as a moral reference for those fighting against President Nicolas Maduro's government. Machado expressed that U.S. support gives protesters strength and reassures them that they are not alone. Machado has been in hiding since Maduro was declared the winner of the July 28 presidential election, despite evidence suggesting opposition candidate Edmundo Gonzalez won. Gonzalez, who is recognized by the U.S. as Venezuela's president-elect, sought asylum in Spain on Sunday after a Venezuelan arrest warrant was issued against him. Following the call, Cardin affirmed that the U.S. stands with Machado and will continue to support the fight for a free Venezuela. Machado insisted that despite government violence and Gonzalez's exile, the opposition remains strong and united. Thousands have protested in Venezuela facing human rights abuses from Maduro's government, according to Human Rights Watch. Machado highlighted that many Venezuelans abroad would have voted against Maduro, emphasizing the widespread desire for change. 7 members of a family, including 3 children, were shot dead in an execution-style attack at their home in rural South Africa, police reported Thursday. The incident occurred late Wednesday at a homestead in the eastern KwaZulu-Natal province. Among the victims was a 5-year-old boy, and the eldest was a woman around 55 years old. Police believe the attack was a planned murder. Provincial Police Commissioner described it as an execution, noting that some victims were shot in the head while on the floor. A total of about 25 bullets were fired during the attack. The gunman entered the house while the family was watching TV, making one member outside knock on the door before opening fire. Police are calling for anyone with information to come forward. South Africa has one of the highest homicide rates in the world, with nearly 6,200 murders reported between April and June. The country experiences daily gun violence, with 34 people killed by guns each day. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Paris Saint-Germain refused on Thursday to pay former striker Kylian Mbappe the 55 million euros he claims he is owed, despite a French league ruling earlier that day. The LFP, which oversees French football, had ordered PSG to pay the amount by next week. However, PSG disagreed and announced they would challenge the decision in a different court. Mbappe, who joined Real Madrid this summer, has demanded the payment for wages and bonuses. PSG argues that Mbappe had agreed to forgo this amount in August 2023. The LFP's decision followed Mbappe's appeal to their legal committee, which led to an urgent meeting between lawyers representing both sides on Wednesday. PSG stated they would present their case to a higher court, highlighting that the LFP's ruling did not cover all legal aspects of the dispute. The club emphasized their intention to resolve the matter through further legal proceedings over the coming months and years. Somerset's Archie Vaughan, son of former England captain Michael Vaughan, made a significant impact in English cricket by taking 11 wickets to secure a 111-run victory over Surrey in the county championship. The 18-year-old off-spinner, in only his second championship match, achieved impressive figures of 5 for 38 in the second innings. Surrey, chasing a target of 221, was dismissed for 109, with Vaughan's standout performance including the wicket of Bangladesh star Shakib Al Hasan, who was out for a duck. Vaughan also contributed with the bat, scoring 44 in the first innings. His match haul of 100 for 140, combining 6 for 102 in Surrey's first innings, highlighted his rising talent. England's Jack Leach supported with 5 for 37 in the second innings. Somerset's win, their first over the title holders in recent years, left them just 8 points behind Surrey, who were seeking a third consecutive title with 2 games remaining. We'll be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 18,987.90. The NYSE Composite is increased by 121.27 points or 0.64%. Tokyo stock close price is 36,833.27. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 1,213.50 points or 3.41%. Shanghai stock close price is 2,717.12. The Shanghai index is decreased by 4.67 points or 0.17%. Hong Kong stock close price is 17,240.39. The Hang Seng index is increased by 131.68 points or 0.77%. Bombay stock close price is 82,962.71. The Sensex index is increased by 1,439.55 points or 1.77%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Trump refuses Harris's request for a second debate. NYC Police Commissioner resigns amid nightclub probe. Ben & Jerry's launches Kamala Harris-inspired ice cream flavor. Biden, Harris, Trump, Vance appear together at 9/11 memorial ceremony in New York City. Biden and Harris pay respects at Pentagon on 9/11 anniversary. Memorial service held in the Bronx for 9/11 victims and survivors. Louisiana and southern states face flooding as Hurricane Francine passes through. Cardi B celebrates birth of third child following recent divorce filing. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado appeals for U.S. support amid crisis. Three kids among 7 family members shot dead as they watched TV in their home in South Africa. Paris Saint-Germain rejects $60.6 million payment order for Kylian Mbappe. And tennis spinner Archie Vaughan's 11-wicket match leads Somerset to victory over Surrey. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel, and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV. And also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.